Oh, voice crack. Welcome to Marvelous Movie Mondays. There's the
Hi.
banner. And welcome to a very exciting trivia match. Today, in the second match, we'll find out who's going to be facing Kelsey for the belt. But before that, we have an undercard between two really exciting competitors that are here for their second win. They both are coming off their first win. So we wanted to put them against each other and to see who has the momentum to keep going. So we have Zach taking on Brian. Brian's 1-1, beat Chris. Came back strong. Zach's 1-2, beat Matt, coming in strong. He has also one knockout over Matt, which is also very exciting. So, Kelsey, how are you feeling about this undercard match? And then I'll ask you again, how are you feeling about the match coming up afterwards where Noah and JD will face off against each other for the shot at you?
I'm really excited for this match still. I think these competitors are rightfully matched. So this game could go either way. And honestly, I'm more nervous than anything when it comes to whatever goes on in the second match. I'm really excited for whoever wins that one. And we'll just see how it goes.
Yes, and a happy Halloween. This was supposed to come out the Monday before Halloween, but then we instead decided to take a week off, and we're dropping 2 episodes on Halloween. So you're gonna get this episode. You're also gonna get that Q&A episode where Kelsey and I will be just talking about Halloween and shooting the shit. It'll be a lot of fun. And Kelsey will not be here for the second match because who wants to be asking their competitors questions? We're not gonna let Kelsey ask Noah and JD questions, so she will be sitting the next one out. But she's gonna be here calling this match with me. Why don't we bring in our 2 competitors here? How about that?
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Introducing first with a record of 1 win, 2 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is Zach, the Nexus Being. Love, Zach, how you doing, man?
I'm doing so nervous. Is that a thing you can be doing?
Sure.
It is now.
I'm doing so nervous. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've gotten my Marvel content. The world is insane right now. Mm-hmm. I'm upset because I want to be facing Kelsey for the belt. I can't do that right now. My petition is that I get to host that with you, Dylan.
Yeah, but if you're down,
yes. Yeah. I will win this match though, so that eventually, when JD or Noah loses to Kelsey, because I do have that faith in her, I will then get to take the belt from Kelsey and pry it from her cold, dead Aunt May hands.
Oh my god!
Thank you,
Zach.
I care about you so much.
It's gonna be interesting because if she loses to JD or Noah, then she's someone you can.
That won't happen.
Okay.
Then you don't even want the belt, Zach. Is that what you're saying? Then
no,
you're just not going to go for it.
I want to pry it from your hands. I want it from your hands or no one's hands, Kelsey.
Okay, gotcha. I'm honored.
Speaking of Aunt May, we have a competitor whose nickname is named after the great achievement of cinema, Spider-Man 2. It is with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat, coming off, again, like Zach, coming off a strong win. It is Brian Pizza Time Nussbaum. Brian, I think you are muted. How are you doing?
There you go. Good. At least I have a competitor who I don't do close my eyes at, since my previous match was sort of the sun camera. And it's going to be back here doing some Marvel trivia.
Yeah, I mean, you were both coming off of a win. So, this is going to be either momentum for one of you, you're going to keep winning, or it's going to be a momentum halter, but it's okay because you won't have a win. So, you're all doing better than Papa West, who has 1 loss and 0 wins. But Papa West, if you want back, we want you back. But yeah, Brian and Chris both put out some interesting call-outs to JPO and Kevin Poss. We're trying to make those matches happen. But in the meantime, we were like, hey, Brian, there's another competitor who just won a match, and he's hungry for a match, and you both wanted a match. I was like, fine, you guys can have a match. Because I don't know if how many other people are going to get a match by the end of the year. We're like, we want to end strong for your seasons and give you guys a great match, because Brian, you kept it super close last time.
You called it Match of the Year contender in the last match.
Yeah, I did. Brian and Chris was a Match of the Year contender, and I still think it is. I still think it's the most fun back and forth we've had. So I'm very excited to get to this. I'll ask you.
No
Brian,
pressure, Zach. It was just a Match of the Year contender.
Yeah, Match of the Year though, because Brian was down and then he was up and then he was down and then he came up on top. So it was back and forth, which means he wasn't dominating the whole time. But same as you, Zach, you haven't not dominated all your matches, but against Matt, you definitely shoved you Thanos punched him in the ground in his first match. So
you shoved
both riding
it.
I was trying to think of something that was not sexual when I was trying
appreciate
to say
you.
it.
You know that.
Let's just talk about the rules. The rules of round 1. Players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. If anyone needs clarification, that's Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not that anyone does. If you're watching it and you don't know what that means, well, thanks for supporting the channel. Players will have about 15 seconds to write down their answer. Players will reveal their written answers and speak them aloud as well. Each question is worth 1 point. If a competitor gets all 10 questions right, they will be asked the bonus question that we've never asked. We may see our first perfect round today, or maybe we won't. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. That includes when you're writing down your answers. Please, we do not want cheating. Not that any of you would. But, there have been some really famous cheaters in social media and pop culture recently. Try Guys, and we don't like cheaters.
Dylan.
Sorry, Zach.
Damn. Savage.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I needed to throw that in there. Players have 3 time heists and repeats and 1 Mjolnir challenge per game. If I could turn back time, the things I would do to save the Try Guys. All right, Zach. Sorry, I had to make it about the Try Guys, which is kind of tangentially a dig at you. I'm so sorry. Zach, are you ready though for this match?
Ned Fulmer sucks. Yes.
And Pizza Time. Are you ready?
I am.
We don't claim Ned Fulmer.
Let's get into it. Kelsey, do you want the odds or the evens here?
I'll take the odds.
All right. You'll take the odds. Go for it.
Well, just can a girl shake things up? Okay.
Of course.
Question number 1 in the category of Phase 1. What Phase 1 film stars Tim Roth, William Hurt, and Edward Norton?
Man, R.I.P. William Hurt. It's gone
tough loss.
But
it hurts. You might
we're
say.
getting a recast.
One could say it hurts.
Oh, I see what you did there.
We got Indy Sensible Wolf now.
Yeah, no, the character's not dead, that's for sure. Harrison Ford, welcome. And 5, 4, 3. I don't know if that was a hint, but it's question 1. I don't care. 2, 1. Zach, what do you got?
It is the Incredible Hulk.
It is. Brian, what do you got?
The most underrated MCU movie, The Incredible Hulk.
All right. Many people would disagree, myself included, but that's okay because we love your opinions because they're
controversial opinion.
I'll let you think that. But it's
right
okay.
out of the gate.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's okay. No, I stand with it. It's
that's true. They
not
don't.
The most, but yeah. Phase 2, category 2, Phase 2. How many Phase 2 films came out in 2013? We love a release dates question, especially when it involves the phase that I feel like gets talked about the least. Kelsey's trying to think if she knows this answer. I see you're thinking. She's like,
you see my eyebrow going. I'm like,
yeah, I saw you thinking. I was like, there's nothing up on the ceiling. I don't know why you're looking up there.
It's where I put all the answers.
5, 4, 3. Oh God, 2, 1. We may need room inspections from here on out. Brian, what do you got?
2, Iron Man 3, and Thor: Dark World.
Yep, and you said the 2. Zach, what do you got?
The same. 2, Iron Man 3, Thor: Dark World.
And you both wrote them down as well. Wow, that's extra points, even though we're not giving extra points. But you're tied anyway, 2-2. Moving on to question 3. Kelsey, take it away.
Question number 3 in Phase 3. Who actually kills Proxima Midnight in the battle in Wakanda in Avengers Infinity War?
Yeah, so we know this moment. It's a great moment.
We know this moment for sure. But who delivers the final blow?
And it's repeated in Endgame as well. But it's okay. It's a great moment.
It is.
I mean, hey, maybe it's a hint. I don't know. But again, you have so many characters to choose from. I hope that doesn't give it away.
There's so many characters at Wakanda during that moment.
I know, right? Imagine if it was just like a random extra who just killed her and like we're asking a trick question. 3,
killed by
2,
one of the space dogs.
1. Zach, what do you got?
I wrote Scarlet Witch, but also Evil Wheel.
Sure. Yeah, we were looking for Scarlet Witch or Wanda Maximoff. We'll take it. Pizza Time, what do you got?
I put the Dora Milaje.
Oh, that is incorrect. So Zach taking the 1-point lead there. It was Wanda or the Scarlet Witch, however you want to say it.
And the Evil Wheel. The Evil Wheel.
Yeah, you're right.
Give credit to the wheel.
Yeah, but she pushes her in front of the bus if you want.
Zach, I'm surprised you want to take credit away from your favorite character.
Yeah, if you want to challenge,
don't you dare talk about her. Don't you dare talk about her like that. It's a team effort.
Category number 4, The Avengers. How many of the Avengers films has Loki appeared in? This is a fun little trivia question that I couldn't answer.
Good cue, Dale.
Thank you. Yeah. It's always fun. I like the ones where you can kind of count, where you like have to like kind of go through each one and like, is he in that? Is he in that one? Is he in that one? Because he's in other movies, but we're talking just Avengers movies. So 5. It's easier than asking all the movies he's been in. That would have been a 5-pointer. 2, 1, pens down. Where are we at? Brian, what do you got?
I put 3, the first Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame.
That is correct. Zach, what do you got?
The same. Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah, we should have asked which one he's on in, but that might have been a little too easy. Kelsey, go to question number 5.
Question number 5 in the category of Who Said It? Who says the line, if you say one more, I'll feed you to my children?
One more word. You say one more word.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll just repeat it again.
Yeah.
Who says the line, if you say one more word, I'll feed you to my children?
Yeah. It's funny because you forgot the word.
I forgot the word. My mind just completely blanked that from my eyes.
You fed the word to the children. It's fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Zach, you wrote very quickly. Did you get the right answer? Let's see it.
I don't know. Hella?
That is incorrect. Pizza time. What do you got?
No idea. Put Taserface.
That is also incorrect. Kelsey, what is the correct answer there?
That's a good guess, though, Brian. I like that. I like that guess. The correct answer, though, we were looking for M'Baku.
God damn! Yeah, okay. I know where it is, and now I know where it is.
See, that always happens.
Yeah.
Question number 6 in the realm of villains. Which actor, famously also seen playing a villain in Deadpool 2, voices and does the motion capture work for the role of Thanos? So basically, who played Thanos, even though he was covered in CGI dots and he was really a computer? You get what I'm asking. Same as like Paul Bettany with Vision. It's like he's playing Vision, but he's really in a bunch of makeup and CGI.
And Bruce Banner.
4, 3. That's also true. 2, 1. Brian, what do you got?
Josh Brolin.
That is correct. Zach, do you have the name?
It is correct. Josh Brolin.
Yep. Zach retains his 1-point lead with 5. Brian's 4. Kelsey, take it away with question 7.
Question 7 in the category of Disney Plus. Which Avenger does Kamala Khan idolize in Ms. Marvel?
Another great one. I idolize this Avenger.
I idolize this Avenger too.
Not to the extent, but I still do.
I don't think anyone could idolize this Avenger as much as Kamala Khan does. I think
That's
takes
true.
the cake.
Or
she might be the number one.
4. Zach idolizes Harry Potter more than anyone I know. Just if you look at his shrine. 2, 1, hands down. Who's for? I forget.
It's me.
Zach.
It's me. Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers.
You were looking for either or. You gave us both. Thank you, that. Brian?
Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson.
Yes, played by Brie Larson. You gave us the third bit of information. You guys know your shit. I love it. Question 8 in the realm of Spider-Man. What is the mascot for Peter Parker's high school, Midtown High? This is fun because I don't know if they say it, but it is on the walls, and they spend a lot of time in high school. Would you have known this, Kelsey?
I don't know, dude.
Say no, Kelsey. Say no.
Because Zach does know it, and Zach's gonna get the one up if he gets it right. I don't know if he actually knows.
I don't think I know it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian, what do you got?
Taller gets an eagle.
That is incorrect. Zach, what do you got?
The Tigers?
That is correct. You got another Brian. So that was a nice pull. Yeah. Again, something that you think would be very easy to remember, but no one really thinks about the mascot, I guess. Moving on to question 9. Kelsey, take it away.
Question number 9 in the category of new releases. What does Mason supply Natasha with in the very last scene of Black Widow that can also be seen in Avengers Infinity War?
And the hairdo does not count. Mason does not give Natasha that hairdo. That's all Natasha's doing. Mason, another character that.
Oh man,
Jill, would you trust any of your friends to give you a dye job like Natasha's at the end of Black Widow?
No. Well, actually, I let my mom's friend give me the dye job for Rent. So and people love that hair.
Yeah, but your mom's friend is a hairdresser.
2, that's true, and she did your hair for prom.
Right.
1, and
she sure did.
Down. Zach, what do you got?
Is it a cell phone?
That is incorrect. Pizza time. What do you got?
I put beeper.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for the Quinjet. The Quinjet that she
Oh, it feels so obvious.
Yeah, it's okay. Some people, even
One
if
of
you
those,
said jet,
you
you
know?
needed the specifics.
I was gonna. My second guess was like car, but I was like, she doesn't drive a car in Infinity War.
It's okay. Question 10. Actors and actresses. Who plays the titular role of Shang-Chi in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? That's a long title. It's almost like a Harry Potter
I like
book.
it though.
Great movie. Great movie.
Great movie.
Like, if I'm honest, top 10 Marvel movies. I'll say it.
No, you're not wrong, Zach. I don't think you're wrong.
It's in my top half. I just think there's so many now. I don't even know if it's in the 10 because there's so many good ones. But yeah, I'd say top half for sure. 5.
No, I would definitely say top 10 for sure.
2. Yeah, I'll probably agree with you. Yeah, we'll say I agree with you. 1. And Brian, what do you got?
Great Canadian actor Simu Liu.
That is correct. And Zach.
Brian said the name, so I don't have to.
Simu Liu is correct.
And I got very nervous how I would say it wrong.
Zach holds. I mean, it's you had it written down right, so that's half the battle. Zach keeps his lead of 8-6 on Brian. Zach missing just 2 short of a bonus, but still very very tight match. We'd love to see it get this close this early. Going on around 2, each player will spin the Wheel of Death. Just kidding, the Wheel of Destiny to determine a category. You are allowed a respin, but if you respin, you have to take whatever the wheel lands on. If you land on I Am Iron Man, it's a spinner's choice. If you land on I Am Inevitable, it's opponent's choice. And again, if you land on I Am Inevitable, you cannot spin away from it if it's your first spin. There will be 5 questions, and players will have about 15 seconds to speak their answers aloud. Questions are worth 2 points, but if a competitor would like to check down a multiple choice, they can. And the other competitor can steal. So if it's a 2-pointer, they are allowed to steal, and they will get 2 points, and vice versa. If it's a 1-pointer and they steal, they will get 1 point. As always, you still have your 3 repeats. None of you have used it. Keep the hands on screen. All right, so Zach, you are up 8-6. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to let Brian spin and take something off the wheel first?
I'm gonna let Brian spin first.
Gotcha. All right, Brian, this is your spin. I just realized I had that whole border up the whole time, so I just got rid of it. And we have landed on new releases, which is all of Phase 4, not including the TV shows. So, Brian, would you like to hold on to it, or would you like to spin away?
Spin again, please. This didn't work out last time.
That's correct. All right, let's see what it's sticking you with this time. It looks like it's going to be Phase 3.
Okay.
It is. So, Phase 3. Kelsey, would you like to ask the questions to Brian or Zach? It's up to you.
I'll ask the Phase 3 questions for Brian.
All right,
let's do
Brian,
it.
Remember, usually these are worth 2, or if you want to check down multiple choice, you can. Zach, get ready to steal. And both of you remember there are steals this round. All right, go ahead, Kelsey.
Alrighty. Question number 1 in the category of Phase 3. How many Phase 3 films did Joe and Anthony Russo direct?
3. Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame.
That is correct.
Brian's very quick with those types of questions. Very impressive.
Question number 2. In which Phase 3 film will you first meet Randall Park's agent, Jimmy Woo?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Correct.
That is correct.
Nice. And Brian takes the 2-point lead.
Question number 3. In Thor Ragnarok, what is the name of the Grandmaster's spaceship later stolen by Loki and ultimately destroyed by Thanos before Avengers Infinity War?
I'll go multiple choice on this one, please.
All right. Is it A, Sanctuary 2, B, the Statesman, C, the Elector, or D, the Domo?
The Domo?
That is unfortunately incorrect. So Kelsey will repeat the whole question with the options for Zach for a 1-point steal.
Alrighty. In Thor Ragnarok, what is the name of the Grandmaster's spaceship later stolen by Loki and ultimately destroyed by Thanos before Avengers Infinity War? Is it A, Sanctuary 2, B, the Statesman, C, the Elector, or D, the Domo?
Is it A, Sanctuary 2?
It is incorrect.
Also incorrect. We were looking for what? The Statesman is correct.
The Statesman. It was
God
B.
damn. I should have gone with my gut.
It's okay. It's okay. Now you know.
Alrighty. Question number 4. In what U.S. state does Maria Rambeau reside in with her daughter Monica in Captain Marvel?
I'll go multiple choice on this one to be safe.
Is it A, Florida, B, Louisiana, C, Alabama, or D, Tennessee?
Can I get a free repeat on this one? On the multiple choices?
You can get a free repeat on the options, not the question.
That's what I'm saying for the options.
Yep.
Sure. A, Florida, B, Louisiana, C, Alabama, or D, Tennessee?
Alabama?
That is
unfortunately
incorrect.
So again, we're going to ask the full question with the options for Zach to get a 1 point steal if he gets it right.
Alrighty. In what U.S. state does Maria Rambeau reside in with her daughter Monica in Captain Marvel? A, Florida, B, Louisiana, C, Alabama, or D, Tennessee?
I'm going to trust my gut and say Louisiana.
The gut paid off. That is a 1 point steal for Zach.
Nice.
Louisiana is the correct answer. Moving on to the fifth and final question here in phase 3.
Alrighty. Question number 5. Who is the first Avenger seen disappearing due to Thanos' snap in Avengers Infinity War?
Oh man, there's so many in there. Multiple choice on this one.
Is it A, Bucky Barnes, B, Sam Wilson, C, T'Challa, or D, Groot?
Bucky?
That is correct.
That is correct.
For 1 point.
Had to be safe on that one.
Yeah, it's okay. Better safe than sorry.
Good
Brian
pull,
takes the
good
lead
pull.
now from 11 to 9, which gives Zach some room to go up by a lot, but also gives room for Brian to hang on with some steals. So, Zach, this is going to be your spin. You can spin away from it, unless it's, of course, one of the green slices. And it is not a green slice. It looks like it's going to be scores and soundtracks, which has been a
Spin it again. Spin it again. Spin it again.
Alrighty.
Get it away. Get it away. It's gonna be my luck, and I'm gonna get it again.
I gotta let the confetti wear off, man. Like, and
all right, that's
so
at least
close
better.
All right, it's not gonna be opponent's choice. It's gonna be actors and actresses, and I am gonna ask the questions because I am the one asking you the questions. All right,
There you go.
So actors and actresses. Starting with the first question, in actors and actresses. In Hawkeye, who plays Kate Bishop?
Haley Steinfeld.
That is correct for 2 points. Zach tying it up. Moving on to question 2. What actor plays Dane Whitman, Cersei's boyfriend in Eternals?
Oh my God. Richard Madden. Oh no! I'm so stupid.
Okay.
I'm so stupid.
Brian, I'm going to ask you the question.
Take it.
Brian,
Oh, man.
you're gonna have to,
I deserve
answer
that.
this. You do not get multiple choice for this. I'll repeat it. What
Yeah.
actor plays Dane Whitman, Cersei's boyfriend in The Eternals?
So this is one I have not seen yet. I remember for the cast. I'll go with Kumail Nanjiani.
That is incorrect.
Kit
We're
Harington.
looking for Kit Harington.
Oh, I'm so mad at myself. That was a
Say,
free question for me.
As a Game of Thrones fan, Zach picked the wrong Game of Thrones
No,
actor. It was
you said
Kit
Cersei's
Harington.
boyfriend, and I immediately saw Icarus,
Yeah,
and
even
I just couldn't get him out.
The 4 options were all Game of Thrones actors. We
Yeah,
had
I
Peter
know.
Dinklage, we had Thomas Brody Sangster, and then we did have the 2 you were between. So it's okay. Moving on to the next question. You still have it tied up. You have 3 more questions left. In Moon Knight, who plays the villainous Arthur Harrow?
Ethan Hawke.
That is correct for 2 points. Mr. Dead Poet Society himself. Moving on to question 4. What actor, who can also be found in franchises such as Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, and Jurassic Park, plays Dr. Arnim Zola in Captain America: The First Avenger and Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
I'm gonna go to multiple choice. I know who you're talking about, but I need a name. Multiple
choice. Is it A, Stanley Tucci, B, Toby Jones, C, Hugo Weaving, or D, Ross Marquand?
Toby Jones.
That is correct. Mr. Dobby the Elf himself.
Dobby the Elf, baby.
Dr. Arnim
Dobby's
Zola.
a free elf.
Dobby is a free elf.
3-point lead with 1 more question left. What actor makes a cameo as Zeus in Thor: Love and Thunder?
Russell Crowe.
His name's Javert. That is correct for 2 points.
My name's Javert.
Zach goes
Also
up
known
by
for
5.
Fighting Around the World.
Yes, that's right. Zach goes up by 5 now, 16 to 11, which means it will could come down. I won't say will. Could come down to the 5-pointer. We love close matches like this always. Round 3. The rules of round 3.
Kit Harington's
players will choose 3 numbers at random. Kit Harington, damn you, Jon Snow. At random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. The first question will be worth 2 points, which is mild difficulty. The second question, 3 points, medium, and the third question will be worth 5. The player with the most points at the end will win, unless it is tied, which is very much a possibility. Should someone hit a 5 and someone miss one, or and any possibility can happen to get a tie. We will go to sudden death if that happens. We have not had to go there yet. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times, and you each still have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. You guys have been very nice in not wasting all your repeats, so you have some time if you would like. So Zach,
we can't all be Matt who repeats when he needs a little more time to think, even though he doesn't know the answer. That's right, Matt. That's right, Matt.
I believe his name here is Matt Fisto.
He doesn't exist in the MCU yet.
Well, the casting was announced this week.
Well, we don't know.
Is it confirmed? It could be rumored.
It's rumored.
Anyway.
But again, another Les Mis actor, Sacha Baron Cohen. So, Zach, you have the lead. Which 3 numbers would you like from 1 to 15?
I would like 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would like 7.
Okay.
And 12.
And 12. Perfect. And Brian, what 3 numbers would you like?
10.
Okay.
8. And 4.
All right. And 4. Great. Okay. So we're going to start with Brian's number 10, which is a 2-pointer in the category of Iron Man. Iron Man is Brian's category. Kelsey, you're going to be asking Brian his question in the realm of Iron Man.
You got it, Dill, as soon as I get it. Okay, here we go. The 2-pointer in Iron Man. Here it comes. From what fast food chain does Tony Stark get a cheeseburger from when he arrives in America in Iron Man?
Burger King.
That is correct for
That's
2
correct.
points. And we're going to stick with Brian, who can send it back to Zach with his 3-pointer in the realm of Phase 2. So his 3-point question is in Phase 2. Kelsey, take it away.
Alrighty. How many Phase 2 films does Don Cheadle appear in as War Machine?
I believe it's only one with Age of Ultron.
That is unfortunately incorrect. He is also in Iron Man 3. He is in Iron Man 3
that was Phase 2 film.
and Avengers Age of Ultron. That's why it's a 3-pointer. It's a little tricky, but that's okay because you still have your 5-pointer. If you should hit it, you will not only bounce it back to Zach, but require him to answer multiple questions. If you get it wrong, Zach will win via TKO. We're headed now to the realm of Who Said It for your 5-point question. Kelsey?
Alrighty, sorry, I was just reading it over because there's a lot to understand in this question.
Yeah, there's some profanity in this one, but it's okay.
Kids, get your earplugs ready. Okay, the 5-pointer in Who Said It. Who says the line? He said that he may be an a-hole, but he's not, and I quote, 100% a dick.
So, I'll go. You want the character or the actor who says it?
You need the character name here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's a 5.
So like Iron Man, so Tony Stark.
And your winner, Zach, the Nexus Being loved by TKO. We were looking for John C. Reilly's character from Guardians, Roman Day. Roman
Day.
Yeah, we were looking for Roman Day. Again, it is a tough question. Obviously, people sometimes will see John C. Reilly's face, but not necessarily know the name. That's why it was a tricky one. But Brian, I'm going to start with you because you did have a good match. You hung in there. You had a very successful round 1, pretty solid round 2. You didn't let Zach take all the steals from you. So that was really well played, and you hit that 2-pointer. Just luck wasn't on your side when picking the numbers. But how do you feel about this match? How do you feel you did?
Feel good. I got the ones I knew, I knew correctly, and the ones I didn't know, I tried my best guessing where I was.
Yeah, and you did a great job. So Zach, you are the victor here. How do you feel coming into this thinking you had no shot of winning, and now coming in with a TKO? You didn't need to answer any round 3 questions. How do you feel?
Lucky as hell. you know what? Brian's a great opponent. I'm glad that it ended up how it did. I was going to be kicking myself for the Kit Harington question. That was, I'm not going to lie to you. Kelsey knows I say the wheel makes or breaks you in this game. And missing a question like that on the wheel is the difference between a win and a loss. And so I'm feeling fortunate that it ended up in a win this time, but I won't let that happen again.
Right. So now I move to you, Brian. You did challenge, I believe you wanted JPO, who is not part of the league, but we're going to try to get on the phone and get him in this league. We're going to make the call, but you're now 1-2. What are you thinking about for the future league? You probably won't get to play again till early 2023, just because we have a bunch of matches lined up. How are you feeling? Are you going to take this time off? What are you going to do in this time off to really prepare? You said you haven't seen Eternals yet. Are you going to watch Eternals?
Probably watch the ones I probably rewatch some of the movies and probably watch ones I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. And any other competitors besides JPO that you might want to challenge to join the league, or some that are already in the league that you want to take on that you haven't taken on?
I would like to kick Diaz's ass again.
Okay.
That's a gauntlet throw.
Yeah, I was going to say Chris is now 1-2, so you're both, I believe, the same record now. So you guys can have a rematch if you want.
I'd like to get revenge on Malcolm for KOing me.
Okay, yeah, Malcolm. And Malcolm's a little higher ranked, so we'll have to see what happens with him and Stacy, because they have a match coming up too. But it's always a pleasure to have you, Brian. And again,
or any rookies who show up, I could take on them. Or Papa West.
Brian's like, please.
So Brian has called out JPO, who's not joined the league. Any rookies that do join the league also called out Malcolm, Chris, and Papa West. So Brian, you're gonna get 5 matches, maybe not all in a row, but you'll be able to face all these people by the end of your career. I promise you. Maybe you'll be a 7-2 competitor. Maybe you'll lose all the players. You still bring your entertainment, and I will still say your match with Chris Diaz is still my favorite match of the year. Just the way it went back and forth and the suspense of who was going to get it, and Chris being 1 letter off, and it's so good. So congratulations on that for being match of the year. Unless any matches after this end up being better, I can't see it happening. But Zach, this was one of the performances of the year. You did a great job. Who are you looking at? I know who you're looking at, but you know
who I want. You know what I want. But given that I don't have enough wins, I do want the loser of this match. Whoever loses this match after us, I want them. Because I want to not just show them that they're a loser in that match. I want to make sure that they know they were never good enough to verse Kelsey in the first place. They were not. It was flukes.
You both are on some villainous shit right now.
Listen,
Brian wants to go after Chris again.
I've made my multiverse of madness turnaround.
Okay.
I might come back around and love my children again.
Okay.
But until that moment,
you're going full Scarlet Witch, is what you're saying.
And I would love to verse. Matt seems to think that our match was a fluke. That's what he said. I would love to show him the door again. For more people to see. I'm feeling good. I did not do well enough in this round to earn this way that I'm speaking, but I won, so I've earned enough of it. I was
gonna say, how are you feeling about the Kit Harington miss? See, I just
again, real bad. That's a rookie mistake.
They're both brothers in Game of Thrones, and they both hate a girl named Cersei, whereas here they both love a girl named Cersei. So it's kind of funny.
Well, and I was gonna say, you said Cersei, so immediately I was like, that's not Game of. Whoa, and my whole equilibrium of nerddom was thrown off. But, feel good nonetheless. JD or Noah, can't wait till one of you loses so I can face you and beat you again.
Here's the thing. JD, if he loses, will be 3-2. Noah, if he loses, will be 2-1. But JD and Noah both have 2 knockouts, just like you. You have 2 TKOs now. You knocked out Matt. You knocked out Brian. So you will have the same amount of TKOs as them. So that will be an even match in rankings. So you will get to play the loser of that match. And the winner of that match will get to play the winner of Malcolm and Stacy for the belt. How does that sound?
It sounds like I'm coming for Kelsey. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like I'm coming for Kelsey.
JD and Noah will play. Whoever loses that will play you.
Zach.
Stacy and Malcolm are playing. Stacy and Malcolm are playing. So if let's say let's just say I'm just going to go in alphabetical order. Malcolm wins that, or actually I'll go reverse alphabetical because we're talking about you. Let's say Z for Zach, reverse alphabetical, wins your match against either Noah or JD. And let's say Stacy beats Malcolm. You and Stacy will play. The winner of that can get Kelsey. How does that sound?
You know what? Nothing has ever sounded better. I would just like to say that Kelsey only has 1 TKO and I now have 2. So
yes. Well, already she did 2 TKO.
I haven't been playing all season.
I will say.
I was going to say.
In all seriousness,
it's written down as 2 because she did. In all seriousness,
Kelsey has been my driving force behind my getting better this season. Ever since, that and then the law. I've lost. I'm one of the only people who can say that they've lost to both of the hosts of Marvelous Movie Mondays, which I wear as a badge of honor. I wear as a badge of honor upon my lapel.
As you should.
But that being said, I would love to be the first to beat both of the hosts as well. Wear the dual crown, fire and ice.
Well, Zach, you still haven't beat me, but I'm not going to be competing for quite a while, if ever. If Kelsey,
I'll throw my gauntlet down if I beat Kelsey. I'll throw it down.
Oh, so if you win the belt. How about this? If you
I want you again.
I will. If you win the belt, because here's the thing, I can't compete against Kelsey for the belt because no one.
No, of course not. Because then no one can host.
So here's the thing: if you beat Kelsey, if you are on your way to Kelsey and beat her, and Kelsey is no longer the champion, I will have Kelsey. I will do an immediate match for you, where I will play you immediately, and Kelsey will write the match, and you will have your rematch, but only if you were in that belt. I will not face you until
that's
you win
fine.
That belt. So
did you see Kelsey wins when? Did you see Kelsey wins when she said no longer the champion?
Yeah, yes. I'm like, I don't like talking about this hypothetical where I no longer have the belt.
I was just gonna say
I have it right now. That's
all character aside, you're a great competitor. Thank you for doing this. And congratulations.
Always a pleasure
Brian,
to be
congratulations
here.
on a well fought match. Brian, you're in some other trivia leagues. Why don't you just shout them out so they can find you dominate elsewhere?
Trivia Ontol, I had a match recently.
Ontol stands for Opening Night Trivia League for anyone listening.
Multiplex compete sometimes there or something different, I believe, sometimes on there.
Mm-hmm. And you're big in the Disney trivia, right? You're pretty solid.
Yes, I competed Fly Cow, which is Disney Pixar trivia. My first match aired last week, and I've been determined. So yeah. Also, cool. JPO's being with you a lot.
Cool. And JPO, I'm going to make that call. I'm going to get you that match. We're going to open the season in 2023, hopefully with you and JPO, and then I'll let Chris play Kevin Poss like he wants if they're willing to join. But Zach, you will be getting that match soon against whoever loses this number one contender coming up next, which reminds us, I'm just going to pop you out for a sec, that the next match is going to be the number one contender, Noah and JD, so stay right there. Kelsey will not be here because Kelsey has to watch from the sideline. She cannot ask questions to someone who may be competing against her in a few months. That's just unfair. We don't want any bias. We don't want any trickery with the document. But Kelsey, we're going to let you still say a few words to them. So get your messages ready. I'll play them for them once they're in the stream.
Oh, I have a few choice words for whoever I'm going to be facing. Don't you worry, Joe.
Cool. All right. Well, stick right there. We're going to be back in like 3 seconds with the next. And welcome everyone to the second half. A different face next to me, a face you saw last match, which is Zach, who won another match. He won his second match.
How did I get here?
Against Brian. You got here because Kelsey could not be here because
that's right.
The real logistical reason is she's busy. the second reason being because she's taking on the winner of this match. I don't think it's fair for her to be asking the questions to them because you never know who's going to skew certain answerings and questions their way differently. Who knows? I trust Kelsey. I trust her sportsmanship, but still, it's good to be safe. Zach, you're coming off a win, but now you just get to sit back, relax, and ask some questions. We got 2 competitors here, a number one contender match. The winner will play Kelsey for the belt in December. How are you feeling with these 2 competitors? Have you watched any game tape on them? Are you excited?
Hey, listen, I'm feeling great. Some might say that this is crazy. They might say it's crazy. Why are you hosting? And I say, to which I say, wouldn't you want to study in the best way possible? You have to know the best to be the best. No, I'm excited. I haven't really gotten to see Noah play. I haven't gotten to watch any of the tape, but of course, for any longtime fans of the Marvel Trivia series, you'll know that JD and myself are the two of the first contenders in the Marvel Trivia League ever.
You are the 2. And you lost to Kelsey.
Well, I was going to say we are 2 of the first because the third is Kelsey. So to watch JD going back for the belt, I got to say, some might say, are you just rooting for JD? And the answer is no, because if you watch the last match, I want to be first. And I don't want to give him that, but I want them both to do well.
All right. Well, Zach, turn the competitor brain off a second. Put on the announcer brain because we got.
I'm ready for JD and Noah to have a great match. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Bringing in first with a record of 3-1 with 2 knockouts. He is JD. Making this up as I go along. Domash. JD, welcome back. How you doing, man?
Busy, super busy. I started a new job. It's trying to fit in trivia study and also wanting to watch some things I want to watch. So it's been a job.
It's really nice of you to join us from your Comic-Con stint announcing Phase 5 and 6, Mr. Feige. We really appreciate your being here.
Yes. It's also we're airing on Halloween, so I've been here since the beginning. And I'm still going to be here even after this match, win or lose. So, I want to, model one of my idols. Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's bring in his competitor with a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. He's undefeated. He's the only undefeated competitor in this league except for our champ. With 2 knockouts, it is Pelvic Sorcery, Noah McCausland. Noah, how you doing?
I'm feeling all right. I've been pretty busy the last couple of weeks, so I haven't had the opportunity to study as much as I want to. That being said, I still feel pretty comfortable with just like Marvel knowledge. So I'm ready to come into this and get JD a hard time. And I'm not confident that I'm going to win, and I'm not confident that he's going to win either. So it's a toss-up right now.
Well, Noah, thanks for bringing your best Steve Rogers and Captain America Civil War impression for us. Being in the car for one of the most important events of the season, I mean, it's peak Civil War. You know what I mean? It's peak.
Yeah, he went the full extra mile with his Halloween costume. I don't think he even intended it, but it's okay. We're very excited to have these 2 competitors here. They are 2 of our favorites, and they are the top 2 ranked competitors after Kelsey. So whoever wins this match, like we said, it's a number 1 contender, will face Kelsey for the belt. So there are only 3 rounds in this match, but if you win, you gotta study up because you're gonna have 5 rounds against Kelsey. It's gonna be pretty exciting. But before we begin, we do have a message from Kelsey. She didn't want to leave this episode completely absent. So here is a video message from her to our 2 competitors.
Hey guys, just wanted to come on and say good luck on your match today. I want to see a nice, good, clean fight. May the better man win. Although if you come out on top, don't get too comfortable because it's only a matter of time until you have to take on me. And well, JD knows what it's like to lose against the champ. So I'm sorry. Have a great time. I'll see you guys later.
And that was the video message. So Noah and JD getting some wise and friendly words, but also some competitive smack talk from Kelsey there. All right, let's get into it. Round 1. The way round 1 works, players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. Players will have about 15 seconds to write down their answer. Players will review their answers written aloud and I always mess this part up. They will write their answers down and speak them aloud. Each question is worth 1 point. If a competitor gets all 10 questions right, they'll be asked an 11th bonus question, which we have never asked before because we have not gotten any perfect rounds. But that's okay. That just means that y'all are, that Kelsey's writing some good, tough questions. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times because I wrote the round 1 questions this time, so I can't blame it on Kelsey if you guys don't get a perfect round. Players will have 3-time heists, aka repeats, and 1 challenge. If you want to throw Mjolnir into the ring and challenge a question or a ruling, anything, all the above, you're allowed to do so. But if you lose your challenge, you have no challenge for the rest of the game. If you win your challenge, you get to keep challenging as much as you want. Noah, are you there? Yep, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it went out for a sec. And again, because Noah's in his car, we really appreciate him being here and doing this and taking the time. But if we need any like technical repeats, I will give a free repeat. I don't mind. And JD, you're allowed 1 technical repeat as well if anything goes wrong on your end technically. So, Zach, would you like to ask the first question?
I absolutely would. Well, Dylan, you have to ask them.
Oh yeah, Noah, are you ready?
Let's go.
JD, are you ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let the
here
marvelous
we go.
movie match begin. Let's go. Zach, go ahead.
Question number 1 in the category of Disney Plus. Switching it up with the categories. Normally we get our category 1, phase 1. Kelsey would be disappointed.
There's a reason. You'll see. There's a reason.
In the category of Disney Plus, in what Disney Plus series will you find an episode titled All New Halloween Spooktacular?
Now you all see why I made this the first question, because
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yes, happy Halloween. It won't ever happen again. Phase 1 is always going to be the first question. But that's that. I love how they both were thinking about it and they both went to the pads at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Noah, what do you got?
WandaVision.
That is correct. JD.
WandaVision.
Dylan, I'm honored you would give me that as my first question asking in this round. We know how I feel.
Can we hold on 1 second? I don't have a dry
eraser.
Eraser. So
go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dylan.
No, you just got to use your hand for the rest of the match.
Dylan, how do you feel about this episode of WandaVision?
I love it.
The Spooktacular. It's
kind of
such a great.
Kind of comes full circle. Like,
yeah, it's such a great episode.
Vision breaks free of the hex. Yeah. All right. Question 2. In the realm of going along with what we normally do, phase 1. And it feels weird to say. 2 is phase 1. Anyway, when Steve Rogers wakes up in the present day at the end of Captain America: The First Avenger, what is playing on the radio in his hospital room? You don't have to be 100% specific. We're just looking for one key word.
I was like, what is this, a 5-point question?
Yeah. You don't have to give us the year or anything.
We're looking for the exact words being said on screen at the exact same time.
JD, what do you got?
Will you accept baseball game?
Yes, we were looking for baseball game broadcast, anything like that. Noah?
Baseball game.
I also do know the specific game. It was the Phillies versus the Dodgers.
There you go.
That
would be a 5-point question. That is not going to be a question here, but you guys tied it up. We were just looking for baseball. As long as I mentioned baseball, our answer we had was baseball broadcast from the 40s. If you put the 40s, good for you, but otherwise we're just looking for baseball. So you guys got it right.
I think it is, but I'm not sure on the year, so I wouldn't place the year.
Okay, Zach, JD, stop showing off. Zach, question 3.
In the question number 3, in the category of phase 2, in what city does Ant-Man take place in? Dylan, I gotta say, it's very nice to not be nervous about the questions, because normally I take the first 10 seconds of a question absolutely terrified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the 5-second scramble at the end. But these guys got it right away. They were writing it down. Let's see if they're correct. 3, 2, 1. Noah, what do you got?
San Fran, Tokyo? Oh, wait, that's Cisco.
That's right. We'll take San Francisco. San Fran, Tokyo is Big Hero 6. We love the little shout out there. JD, what do you got?
San Francisco.
That's right.
Shout out to Tadashi, everyone. A little moment in the chat for Tadashi.
Question 4 in phase 3. Who plays the villainous Caecilius in Doctor Strange? I'm not going to say much else about this actor because I want to say something else, but I'm not going to, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
I hope you're not going to get me on spelling.
It's okay. 5, 4.
Just got to say it right.
3, 2, 1. JD, what do you got?
Mads Mikkelsen.
That is correct, and the spelling's good enough. Noah?
If you haven't seen Hannibal, he's amazing in it. Mads Mikkelsen.
He is great in Hannibal.
I was going to say what I was going to say is he plays 2 other great villains, but I didn't want to spoil that. Hannibal and of course Grindelwald. He's Grindelwald.
Oh no, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I really wish we would have gone to season 4 where they were going to do Silence of the Lambs. Their Silence of the Lambs adaptation. I'm so mad about that stuff.
Yeah. All right, Zach, take it away with question 5.
Question 5 in the category of the Avengers. Who rescued Tony and Nebula from space in the first act of Avengers Endgame? Beautiful score at this point.
Yeah, I like Avengers Endgame because it actually is a 3-act structure. Like, it actually fits the exact 3-act mold.
Yes.
You know, the time heist starts exactly at hour 2 and ends exactly at hour 3. So it's really nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Noah, what do you got?
Captain Marvel, a.k.a. Carol Danvers.
We were looking for
correct.
either or, and you gave us both. JD.
Captain Marvel. I wasn't going to go that specific.
It's okay. We would have accepted either or. Great. In question 6, the realm of Kelsey's favorite, who said it? In Captain America Civil War, who says the line, "This job, we try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody." That's deep.
Kelsey's favorite category because it is what led her to victory in the first ever match. And you know what? A great category, if I'm honest. It's my favorite as well.
There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JD, what do you got?
That's a Cap speech. That's a Cap Steve Rogers speech.
There you go. That is correct. Noah, what do you got?
No Cap. That's Steve Rogers.
That's correct. And we're tied now 6-6. Really close match. I'd love to see it. Zach, take it away with question 7.
All right. Question number 7 in the category of villains. In What If, which Avenger's body does Ultron possess in order to get hold of the Infinity Stones?
It's a little bit of a toughie. What if? A little bit of an outlier.
Honestly, a great series. Not all great episodes, but a great series.
I love that series unabashedly.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, we're first repeat for Noah. Zach, go ahead.
Again, in the category of villains, in What If, which Avenger's body does Ultron possess in order to get hold of the Infinity Stones?
Number 1 contender match. Questions getting a little harder. We love to see it, but also we love to see our competitors beast through this round 1 because that's what they've done so far. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if he got it with that repeat. Noah, what do you got?
I'm not confident. Vision.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Repeat pays off. JD, what do you got?
Vision. It's Vision.
That is correct. And the
hard question
continues. 7-7.
Hard question.
It actually makes sense though, because he was going to take that body of Age of Ultron, so it's actually really smart. I kind of like how smart that show is. Like
that is. Question 8 in the realm of Spider-Man. In which Spider-Man film does Ben Mendelsohn make a cameo appearance as Talos?
I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man. Yes, full title.
Full title, yes.
You just don't. You have to do both, not the subtitle.
I mean, I guess you could just put the subtitle since we asked what Spider-Man film, but still.
It's fine. I'll put both. It's fine.
I feel like in
John Watts would appreciate it.
4, 3, 2, 1. In the Soups era, he likes to say the full title. But anyway, JD, what do you got?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
That is correct. And Noah?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Wow. That is also correct. And we're still perfect with 2 questions left. This is exciting. I don't think we've ever been this perfect this far into a round.
Hey, don't jinx me, Dylan.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't jinx you. I might have, because this next question's horrible. We'll see. JD,
I was going to say, this is the hard one. In the category of new releases, in what I truly believe is a 5-point question in the first round.
You can't give that insight, Zach.
I'm just thinking.
Sorry.
In Eternals, when Makari locates the place of the emergence, she finds it in the form of an active volcano in what ocean?
This could be seen as a 5-pointer, but again, there are only 4 oceans, so you have a 1 in 4 shot. And it's a number 1 contender match. All these questions are the hard one.
Oh, well, they're doing great so far, Dylan. Yeah. They are crushing it. They're bringing their best game.
And 5, let's see if they get the perfect rounds or if I jinxed them. 3, 2, it is Halloween. It wouldn't be without its tricks and treats. All right, 1 and JD, what do you got?
I did Atlantic Ocean.
The perfect
you did it, Dylan.
For JD. And Noah, what do you got?
Indian Ocean.
Noah continues the perfect round with 9 points. Indian Ocean is correct. That is a hard question. You guys beasted through those first 8, but Noah takes the 1-point swing here. Rounding it out with question 10 in actors and actresses. Who plays scientist William Ginter Riva, a Stark Industries employee who is ordered by Obadiah Stane to replicate Tony Stark's arc reactor in Iron Man? That's a very wordy question.
A lot of words there, Dylan. Yep. A lot of words.
As I said, number 1 contender match. Questions are getting harder. I could have put a big hint in there, but I'm not going to do it.
Dylan, how do you feel about the first Iron Man?
5, 4. I like it. 3, but I think the MCU has outdone it at this point. 1.
Agreed.
And JD, what do you got?
I got nothing. So
all right, Noah, what do you got?
I was going to be perfect.
That was
true.
You
guys are perfect.
It's okay. We're looking for the little boy from A Christmas Story, Peter Billingsley. Peter Billingsley grew up from Christmas Story to be in an MCU film. A lot of people don't even realize he's in that. And it's okay because we have 2 amazing round 1s, probably the 2 best round 1s we've ever seen. Noah with 9 points, JD with 8. Very close match. And once again, the bonus question will stay in the bank, but that's okay because if you all were to go perfect, it means we didn't make it challenging enough. And you guys are proving it because you guys still scored a lot of points. Moving on to round 2, each player will spin a wheel to determine a category. You're allowed a respin, but must take whatever the wheel lands on. If you do spin again, I am Iron Man, spinner's choice. I am inevitable is opponent's choice. If you land on I am inevitable, you cannot respin. There will be 5 questions. Players will have about 15 seconds to speak them aloud. Questions are 2 points. If you want to check down a multiple choice, they can be worth 1 point. And the other competitor, get ready because you can steal if the question is incorrect. Players, keep your hands on screen. You guys have done a great job of that so far. 3 time heists, 1 challenge. Actually, Noah, you're down to 2 time heists at this point. So we're going to share the screen here and get this big old wheel up. Noah, what would you like to do? Would you like to spin first? Would you like to let JD spin first? What would you like?
I will spin first.
All right, Noah going to spin first. Interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off. What a barn burner so far. This is exciting.
Wow.
And actors and actresses. Noah, would you like to keep it? Would you like to spin again?
I'm going to spin again.
All right, Noah's going to spin again from actors and actresses. And let's see what it lands on this time. Actors and actresses, a very popular slice. It's landed there a lot. Let's see. Scores and soundtracks. A very hit or miss category. We'll see how it goes for you, Noah. Your friend Chad beasted through this last time you played him, so we'll see how it goes for you here. I will have Zach. You can read the questions for Noah. Let me just drop those questions into the chat for us because I don't like to give Zach the question, all the categories because he is a competitor. So I'm going to copy and paste. Zach, do you see them there?
Yes, I see them.
Cool. All right, Zach, whenever you're ready, you can ask Noah those 5 questions.
All right, Noah, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Who composed the score for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. What song is a young Peter Quill listening to on his Walkman in the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. A, I'm Not in Love by 10cc. B, Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. C, Fooled Around and Fell in Love by Elvin Bishop. And D, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
B.
That is incorrect.
So JD, Daydream is incorrect. So Zach, repeat the whole question and options.
Yep. So JD, question number 2. What song is a young Peter Quill listening to on his Walkman in the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1? A, I'm Not in Love by 10cc. B, Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. C, Fooled Around and Fell in Love by Elvin Bishop. Or D, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Actually, you challenged something along this at one point. It's A, I'm Not in Love. It had another match.
That's correct.
Correct for 1 point. All right, moving on to question 3. JD with
All right. Noah, question number 3. What composer is responsible for all 3 of the Spider-Man films in the MCU?
And 5.
Let me get a multiple choice.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure.
Dylan, would you like to say names so I don't butcher them?
Yes. Is it A, Michael Giacchino, B, Alan Silvestri, C, Brian Tyler, or D, Christoph Beck?
I think I just should have gone with my gut, Michael Giacchino.
That is correct. Also, the director of Werewolf by Night is directed.
Also did the score for Doctor Strange and a couple other MCU movies.
All right, don't give away too much. We don't know what these next two questions are going to be. Moving on to question 4, Zach.
In question 4, in Captain Marvel, what song by TLC is featured while Carol Danvers is riding a motorcycle she just stole?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, No Scrubs, B, Waterfalls, C, Creep, or D, Red Light Special?
Oh. I'm going to go, it's going to be incorrect. D.
That is incorrect.
So, Zach, repeat the question and the options to JD.
All right. So, JD, in Captain Marvel, what song by TLC is featured while Carol Danvers is riding a motorcycle she just stole? A, No Scrubs, B, Waterfalls, C, Creep, or D, Red Light Special?
I also think I may be wrong, but is it C, Creep?
That is incorrect.
Incorrect. C is a Radiohead song. B, Waterfalls is what we're looking for. Don't go
I
chasing.
almost with that. It was a hit or miss. I was thinking either Waterfalls
The
or
worst feeling.
It's okay. Our generation's a little bit beyond TLC, but I still like TLC. But you're moving on to question 5, Zach. Go ahead.
All right, Noah, your final question. Question number 5. Which MCU film's soundtrack features songs titled What Heroes Do, The Revolution Has Begun, and Devil's Anus?
Thor Ragnarok.
That is correct.
Noah, the pelvic sorcery getting the devil's anus question. We love to see it. Noah having a strong round. I mean, he went to multiple choice when he needed to. He got that Danny Elfman pull of Thor Ragnarok. I mean, he stuck with it. Limited the steals to 1 because JD wasn't able to get that steal.
Noah, if I'm honest, this is my scariest. This is the scariest category for me. So well done. Well done.
Very well done. Well navigated.
I hate it. Just to give stuff away. I hate scores and soundtracks. So.
Well, you would not have known. You kept it really cool and composed. It is 14-9 now, so JD's down by 5 as we head into his wheel spin. Here you go, JD. Scores and soundtracks is off the board. And, ooh, the luck is on your side. I am Iron Man. So, JD, you're going to get your pick of any category on the wheel. Would you like me to tell you what those are, or are you good? I can close this so you can see.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I'm thinking phase 3, but
phase 3.
I'm thinking phase 3, but
is that your final choice?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Right.
Newer releases has been spent a lot. Phase 3 has been spent a lot. Disney Plus I haven't rewatched recently. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do phase 3.
All right, phase 3. I will put it in the document just so Zach can follow along. But I will be asking the questions this time. All right, JD, for your questions in phase 3. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, what fake name does Hope use while talking to Sonny Birch?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Karen, B, Allison, C, Susan, or D, Sabrina?
A, Karen.
A, Karen is incorrect. So Noah for the 1-point steal. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, what fake name does Hope use while talking to Sonny Birch? Is it A, Karen, B, Allison, C, Susan, or D, Sabrina?
C, Susan.
What did you say? Susan?
C, Susan.
It was correct.
C is correct. Susan is correct. I wasn't sure. I thought I heard D, Susan. That's why I was confused. But C is correct. Susan is the correct answer. 1-point steal, going up 15-9 now. He has a 6-point lead over JD with 4 questions left for JD. Which phase 3 film opens in the year 1991? The events of the film, not the film itself.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Captain America Civil War, B, Avengers Infinity War, C, Ant-Man and the Wasp, or D, Spider-Man Homecoming?
Can I get a repeat of the options one more time?
Yeah, and just make sure we can see your other hand too. Mr. Feige. Is it A, Captain America Civil War, B, Avengers Infinity War, C, Ant-Man and the Wasp, or D, Spider-Man Homecoming?
Captain America Civil War.
That is correct for 1 point, narrowing the gap to 5 again. Question 3. Who plays Michelle in Spider-Man Homecoming?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Marissa Tomei, B, Laura Harrier, C, Zendaya, or D, Angourie Rice?
Laura Harrier.
That is incorrect. We're moving on to Noah for the steal.
Darn it.
Who plays Michelle in Spider-Man Homecoming? Is it A, Marissa Tomei, B, Laura Harrier, C, Zendaya, or D, Angourie Rice?
That's a tricky one. That's Zendaya, you little trickster.
Wow,
correct.
Kelsey. Kelsey really did do
that. Is
that.
me. That's all me.
That's
I
true?
wrote that category.
Beautiful.
I messed up because
Hey, it's a number 1 contender match.
Laura Heller also plays a character named Laura. Darn it.
Yeah, she plays Liz in that film, Laura Harrier.
Wow.
Yeah, that is kind of a trick question, but in that whole movie, she is Michelle until the very end. She reveals she likes to be called MJ. So, it's kind of that whole, we've moved on to a different phase in the MCU, and we sometimes forget the OG names for things. But yeah, Noah, nice poll for the 1-pointer. Zendaya, tricky question. Moving on to question 4. For JD, when trying to sit next to MJ on the plane in Spider-Man Far From Home, what does Peter pretend he's allergic to?
God damn these questions. Multiple choice.
Is it A, peanuts, B, strawberries, C, cats, or D, perfume?
Peanuts.
That is incorrect. Moving on again to Noah for a steal. When trying to sit next to MJ on the plane in Spider-Man Far From Home, what does Peter pretend he's allergic to? Is it A, peanuts, B, strawberries, C, cats, or D, perfume?
D, perfume.
That is also correct for a 1-point steal, going up 17-10, taking a 7-point lead. JD can narrow the gap to 5 here with this final question. How many Phase 3 films feature Tom Holland as Peter Parker?
Phase 3 movies.
And 5, 4.
I'm just doing the calculations.
2. So you want to repeat?
Yes, I want to repeat.
Okay, repeat. That's his first repeat. How many Phase 3 films feature Tom Holland as Peter Parker? And 5.
5.
That is correct. 5. We're looking for Civil
Nice.
War, both Spider-Man movies, Homecoming and Far From Home, and then of Infinity War and Endgame. So JD with that big, important 2 points now narrows the gap to 5. So
I
now
knew I was missing one. I was trying to remember which one in my head I was missing. I was thinking War. I didn't count them.
So 17-12. So it's still a 5-point game, which means it could come down to a 5-pointer, which is sometimes our most exciting matches. The last match also came down to Brian having to hit a 5-pointer, not hitting it, Zach getting the TKO. So anything can happen here. JD, you're gonna have to answer some questions though, because in round 3, players will be asked, will get to choose 3 numbers at random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. First questions were 2 points, mild. Second questions, 3 points, medium. Third questions, 5 points, hard. And player with the most points at the end will win. If it's tied, we're going to sudden death, and I'll explain what happens then. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. You each have 2 repeats left and still have a challenge. So, yeah, we didn't challenge that Michelle question. Thank you, JD. But you guys still have your challenges to use if you think the question's unfairly asked, unfairly ruled, anything like that. So Noah, you have the advantage here. You can pick your 3 numbers between 1 and 15. What are they going to be?
12, 4, and 6.
12, 4, and 6. And JD, what 3 numbers would you like?
3, 9, 6.
6 was already taken by Noah.
Okay, let me think about this.
So 3, 9.
Which numbers were? I'm going to redo it. What numbers were taken?
Noah has taken 12, 4, and 6.
Okay, then I'm going to do 5, 15, 10.
5, 15, 10. I see the strategy that's going on. And let me just write them down. Okay, cool. So we're going to start with you, JD. Zach, I'm going to plop them into the chat when it's time.
Yep.
But you're asking Noah's, I'm asking JD's. So I will start with JD's. Question category 5 is in the realm of Noah's wheel spin. Scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. It is a 2-pointer. And your 2-pointer, JD, in scores and soundtracks. Which classic 70s hit can be heard when we're introduced to adult Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Come and get your love.
That is correct. It's kind of the inverse of the earlier question where we asked for young Peter Quill's song. All right, that is correct. So moving on to your second category to give it back to Noah, to make Noah answer some questions. Category 15 in the realm of Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. Your 3-pointer is: what screen legend plays the role of the Ravager named Stakar Ogord in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Sly himself, Sylvester Stallone.
That is correct. Also the voice of King Shark. So JD ties it up 17-17. So we're going to go to Noah for his 2-pointer to make JD answer his 5. Noah's 2-pointer is in the category of Thor. So Zach, I just plopped the question into the doc, if you could see it.
All right.
And Zach, take it away.
All right, Noah, your 2-point question in the category of Thor. What U.S. state does Thor crash land into at the beginning of Thor?
New Mexico.
That is correct. Sending it back over to JD.
So JD, you've got to hit this 5 to keep it alive. There's going to be no TKOs, no knockouts. So you already stopped that for Noah, who has 2 knockouts already with his 2 wins. So JD, in order to send it back to Noah and make him answer some cues, here's your 5-pointer in the category of Iron Man. All right. What is the name of the reporter from Vanity Fair that Tony sleeps with in the first Iron Man?
Do you need the full name?
I do. Yes, I need the first and last name.
Because I know Christine Lockhart.
Oh.
And your winner, Pelvic Sorcery, Noah McCausland. He's going to go for the belt. We're looking for Christine Everhart. You were so close. That has got to be one of the most heart-wrenching 5-pointers. You knew Christine, but we did need the full name because it is a 5-pointer. Christine Everhart. So close. Maybe with a few more seconds he would have pulled it, but that was...
No, I won that.
Okay. So, JD, I've got to ask you, as today's loser, I mean, you got down to the 5. You were playing tooth and nail. It was very close early on. The wheel round didn't go your way, but still, you got some steals from Noah. How do you feel about your overall performance? That round 5, that 5-pointer was very
good.
tough.
Round 5.
Round 3, 5-pointer was tough. But how do you feel about your match overall?
Not great. Not great. I think that round 2, I knew that phase 3. You heard me in my thinking said phase 3 has been used a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I thought about going to like another one like Disney Plus, but Disney Plus is also like very deep. Yeah. So like, even though I watched them a lot, like I didn't want to necessarily go there, and I probably should have. So I went because people haven't spun it a lot, so it could have been easier. So
I was just going to say, I've said as a contender and now as a host, the wheel round is the make or break. It is always the make or break for everybody. It's the hardest round because if you don't maneuver it the right way, you're feeling great or you're feeling just down.
That was my big mistake. It was like,
it's
and
okay.
I watched phase 3 today for this match too, which that's the frustrating thing about it. Like, but I didn't go that deep into it, which was
well, I gotta ask JD, if you had used maybe a repeat or two, do you think that Michelle question would have changed with Zendaya? Do you think maybe you would have gotten Everhart instead?
No, I don't think I would have, because I was thinking in my head, I had Liz in my head, which I know is Laura Heller. I just didn't know the name. Mm-hmm. So I was always going to go Laura Heller. And same thing with Everhart. Like, there was a reason I didn't use my repeats, because I was like, I knew even if I used a repeat, those would just be racist repeats. It wouldn't have changed my mind, like in this case, like.
Right.
But so, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm mad at myself, really, but I'm also mad because I was on a free game winning streak, which I have the same amount of wins as Noah, but I'm not going to be in the championship, which is just
Well, JD, there's always a chance that a new match may be around the corner. And spoiler alert, you haven't watched this yet, but Zach did say that he wanted to play the loser of this match because the winner's going on to Kelsey. Noah, we're going to talk to you in a sec. But JD, are you willing to take Zach on in the ring to maybe get back to that winning streak, to maybe be able to face Kelsey for the belt someday, or Noah if he has a belt?
That's an interesting question. There's somebody else I had in mind.
Well, who else do you have in mind? You can throw out multiple challenges, sir.
I will accept your challenge, Zach.
I was going to say, you didn't throw out that challenge. I threw out that challenge.
No. But I have somebody else in my head. I heard Matt's last match saying that, he didn't think anyone was going to beat Kelsey. I kind of take... He didn't have to say that out loud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have been that really grind my gears. So, yes, I'll play you, Zach, but know that I have Matt out there also.
Matt. Ooh, okay.
Matt is in my head also.
I just want to be in the audience for that one. Eat my popcorn.
But yeah, we will definitely see you soon, JD, because you are a great competitor, and you proved it today. You got so far into the match, you just missed one big clutch question. But Noah, we got to talk to you, man. You are now on a 3-game winning streak. You've still not lost. And your second match, you played 2 people. You beat both Chad and Carrie. So, Noah, how are you feeling now? From your car, too, in the early morning. Like, how are you feeling having won this match?
I feel relieved because I made several mistakes in that wheel round. I thought it was done and over with. I thought as soon as JD spun that I Am Iron Man, I was like, this is it. That's the match, because I feel like I didn't have a strong round 2, even though I only let 1 point be stolen, and but I just felt like I checked down way too many times, and I wasn't comfortable with that 5-point streak by the time my turn was over. But I'm thankful. Sorry, JD, but I'm thankful that JD didn't have a great round 2 because it allowed me to be able to win this. But I was not feeling good by the end of my round 2.
Yeah. How do you feel about round 1? Because I did kind of jinx you, and I'm sorry about that. But how do you feel being I think, the most successful round 1 we've ever seen with 9 out of 10? I don't know how many other people have gone 9 out of 10. I believe one of the only people might be Kelsey, but I don't even think she got to 9. We'll have to check the tape. But how do you feel about this round 1 was beast mode? Round 3, you didn't really get to answer many questions, but are you feeling good because your round 1 is super solid? And what are you going to study going forward to face off against Kelsey, because the real round was neither of your best rounds, you or JD, but you still managed to navigate it pretty well, especially with his steals. So how are you going to approach this next match?
Round 1 is the one that kind of starts it off. I always want to go out strong. I never know how the match is going to go until we get into round 1. And that's I'm anxious before. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. And then as round 1 goes, I feel more comfortable. I'm like, all right, I know this. I watched these movies. I know what to do. It's just really, I think the areas of focus, I don't want to give too much away to Kelsey, but some of the newer stuff is things I need to focus on. Other than that, I feel pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, so you're not really going to get to throw out a challenge because we know who you're facing next in a few months. You're going to be facing Kelsey. That's going to be exciting. And JD, you have some challenges you threw out as well. You want to take on Matt, but also Zach has challenged you. Zach, I'll give you the final say here. What did you think of this match, and are you excited for Noah and Kelsey? After seeing this performance, how do you even pick a winner there? Because Kelsey did a really dominant first game, but she's been out of the ring for quite a while.
I was going to say, listen, so JD and Noah, you guys both did an absolutely fantastic job. JD, I told you already, and Noah, obviously, the second round is the make or break round. That's your knowledge really can't decide anything for that. It's luck of the draw. Some people, like I told you, Noah, I'm not a scores and soundtrack guy myself. JD, your thought process was brilliant. It just didn't play out today. But you both did admirably. I mean, that final round was beautiful. I thought we were, and with your confidence in that last question, JD, I thought we were going back to Noah. So bravo to both of you. Now I sit in a weird place because honestly, if I were Kelsey, I'd be worried. Noah's a great competitor. An almost nearly perfect round that maybe would have been perfect had we not jinxed it. But I think that Kelsey has a huge advantage right now. She's deep in the throes of making the questions. She's had to go back and rewatch these over and over again. But Noah, I mean, man, you bring something to the table that I think she should be worried, right? You're calm when answering these questions. I said it once, I said it twice, and I'll say it till the day I die. It's about round 2. So Noah, my hope for you in that round, get that good round 2. But I also don't want you to be Kelsey because I want to steal that belt from her. I want to take it. I want to remove it from her living body.
I want to redeem myself from that. Like, that match sucked.
It was, and you know what? It was good.
Yeah,
it was
JD, you want to redeem yourself. Zach, you want JD. So we're going to open the season next year the same way we opened this year, except Kelsey's not going to be playing you two. It's just going to be you two. You, Zach, will take on JD in the season opener of 2023 in January after either Kelsey or Noah has won the belt. Whichever one wins the belt, doesn't really matter. You two will go up against each other. And whoever wins, I will let you get a automatic number 1 contender match against the winner of Malcolm and Stacy, because Malcolm and Stacy are also going to brawl, and that's going to be fun. So I'm going to let you guys have that season opener to kind of air out that dirty laundry from a whole year before where it didn't go too well for you in the season opener this month. But we're really looking forward to December, Noah, where you're going to get to take on Kelsey. I'm very excited to see how it goes. The only 2 undefeated competitors in the league are you and Kelsey. So it's really
quick
victory for one of you. Yeah, Zach?
Really quick with the 3 of us. Let's just give like a small round of applause for Dylan. I mean, you've put together something really phenomenal. We're heading into a number 1 contender match for the belt. In the first season of the Marvel Trivia League. You should be proud. This is fun. We're all having a good time. And you've put together some great competitors and who have had some unbelievable matches. So we're grateful to our host and a one-time winner and one-time loser of the Marvel Trivia League.
Yes, that's right.
Definitely not. And who you beat isn't really important. Who you beat is not important.
Yeah.
It's not important.
It's not important at all.
It's not important who you beat.
But thank you all so much for watching. You can check out Noah and JD all over the place for trivia and all that stuff. I'll put their socials down below because we all got to head out. But thank you all for a great match. This was an awesome number 1 contender. Noah is officially the number 1 contender. He'll be going up against Kelsey in December. We're very excited.